Hello, Pisces. This is going to be a general reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising for the month of June. But if you click this video and it is not June, I believe that it was meant for you and it was divine timing. If you'd like to book a personal reading or follow me on Instagram, the information is down below, Pisces. So we're going to get started. Okay. I feel like there's been a lot of inner conflict for you guys. A lot of going back and forth in your own mind during this Gemini season that has been weighing on you. And when you're in your mind, it's difficult to get out. You know, people can say, get out of your mind. Well, if it was that easy, a lot of people would do it. But one way to get out of your mind is by redirecting your attention to something that you enjoy and something that's going to bring you joy. All right. Okay, we're gonna get started. And I'm going to just start with this. First of all, I don't always pay attention to the numbers on the cards unless I feel called to, but look at the 9 on top of that. So you have some major endings coming. Major endings means beautiful new beginnings. So you got the 9 of Swords. You're in your head a lot. A lot of frustrations, a lot of things, a lot of what if I did this differently? What if I handled this way? What if I go about this that way? I feel like for a lot of you, first of all, a conversation needs to be had, even if it's a conversation with yourself. When there's a lot of disruptive feelings around you, and I also feel like there's a female energy around you that really means that you feel like they love you. It's almost like a karmic relationship. Feminine energy. It could be a male that's in touch with their feminine side, but feminine energy around you that says they mean you well, wants to help you, wants to be present, but it's almost a hindrance to your growth. And you're in your head a lot, and I feel like there's a person around that kind of puts you back in your head or kind of makes you relive painful things from your past. And you know, you got to get rid of that, because you are your own problem and your own solution. The next card I want to get into is the 5 of Cups. All right, so once again in your mind, there's massive changes happening for you. You know, I keep hearing pay attention to the numbers. A lot of synchronicities. If you're seeing 555, 999, there's changes and major endings. But there's changes inside that you have to make so that you can take a step forward. Like there's an alternative route. You have an internal GPS, and are you leading? You need to ask yourself, am I leading myself from past pain, or am I leading myself for what I'm trying to create, what I am trying to visually see? And in this card, you see the guy is like wallowing over what he lost. Like, oh my gosh, look at all the cups, look at everything that's spilled. But he's not paying attention to what's behind him. And there's 2 cups still standing. So when you're in your head a lot and you're just like in pain, how can you release it? Like, what can you do to release it? Maybe having a conversation, maybe going to counseling, maybe even, you know, writing it down, screaming as loud as you can, going outside screaming in a pillow, but you have to do some type of release, because once again, you're your own problem, your own solution. Like, being in your own head and not paying attention to what is still great around you, you're missing out on some really big opportunities, to transform your pain into power, because you're focusing on what you lost. I also do feel the need for you guys to do a business deal may have went wrong or didn't go the way you thought. You need to do some type of energetic release, some type of cord cutting release. Because although no one has power over you unless you give it to them, but I feel like this person dwells on you and there's still an energy connection, or dwells on some things that happen, and you need to stop dwelling on it, because an ending brings about a new beginning. So focus on what's still there. What can you do with these 2 cups? Don't worry about what's spilled. Can't cry over spilled milk. It's gone. What's next is kind of the attitude that you need to have. The next card you guys got is the 7 of Wands. This, once again, in your head. Frustrations, you're able to overcome your frustrations. So, that's you, right? Like, you're still, but I feel like for some of you, you're able to overcome it, but you don't have to fight the way you used to fight. You have to flow. You have to let go. And it has to be difficult being a Pisces, because, you have this water and there's so much emotion. And I feel like a lot of you need to watch your mouth. You don't always know what to say. And, think before you speak lately. Think before you speak, because you have a beautiful heart and you have a lot of kindness in you, but you always feel like you have to be on guard. So like for some of you, I feel like, you need to know you're able to overcome your frustrations, but you are your own frustrations at this point. There's nothing you can do about, the cups that spilled over already. You gotta let it go. You need to practice letting go. Even your breath, practice your breath. We think because we're alive and we're walking around that it's like, oh, I'm fine. No, like, take a deep breath. Like, breathe in joy, breathe out frustrations. Whatever it is you need to manifest in your life, breathe that in and breathe out the nonsense, because you don't have to be on guard anymore. You're manifesting beautiful things around you. And you're prepared. You need to know that you are prepared. You have been prepared. Your hardships have prepared you for what you can create. The next card you got is the Page of Cups. Look at this. Look at this guy. How happy he is. So when you get yourself out of your own head and come out of that frustrations and come out of the 9 of Swords energy and stop crying over spilled milk, look at him. He's like, okay, you work on that. Okay, I still have these 2 cups behind me. And that's the energy you're going to bring into your life. You have a purpose, and a lot of times, I feel like for a lot of you, you've helped so many people, right? And you've looked around and, oh, who can I help, or how can I pour into this one? Kind of in certain ways of avoiding a lot of your trauma, and the relationships around you and the people around you say a lot about who you are, and say a lot about where you are in a place of life, because everything is a mirror. When I feel disrupted or something's going on and it's frustrating to me, I remind myself, I'm like, all right, Cynthia, why is this so frustrating? What is this bringing to your attention that you've been ignoring? you know? Or what is it something that you need to work on? So bring it back to you, and that's going to help you get into this energy. I mean, and look what nice energy that is. He's standing there with his cup. He's like, look at this. I'm happy. I'm bringing this joy in my life. Like, that's what you can do. The next card you guys got is, have you asked your angels for help with this? Your angels want to help you with this situation. However, they require your permission before they can intervene in your free will choices. You know, when we have children, or there's someone around us that needs our help, although you can take the initiative to help, sometimes it's nice to have someone ask you for help. Hey, can you help me with this? Hey, can you, show me how to do this or whatever? Your angels want you to talk to them. Say, I need help. I need help bringing in more money. I need help letting go of this pain. It's too much of a burden. I need help healing my trauma, my childhood trauma. Because a lot of you need to still work on that. It's not easy. The next card you guys got is past life issues. We don't realize how much we carry from our past lives. We don't realize that, we're reincarnated to overcome certain obstacles in our life. And in order to overcome them, that's why going within is so powerful. Because when you don't go within, you go without. Going within and communicating with your angels helps you get out of this Nine of Swords energy. Saying, what do I need to overcome? Ask for direction. Instead of being in your head all the time, write it down, or really say, please help me. Direct me where I'm going. There's a song I listen to, and it's a Christian song, and I'm not Christian, but I find a lot of Christian songs are really nice. And in the song, they're saying, Spirit, lead me where my faith is without borders. Let me walk upon the water, wherever you may call me. Take me deeper than my feet could ever wander. You need to ask for help, because you are being led. But it's a matter of, if you want to be led more, they're trying to lead you. Reach out and take their hand. Reach out and ask for help. And visualize success. See yourself doing well and have faith in a positive outcome. I read a quote by Helen Keller today that said, it is better to be blind than to have, eyes and not have vision. To have sight and not have vision. It was something like that. So, having vision is not a sensual thing. It's a spiritual thing. So you have to have the vision. And I don't know anyone who has a better imagination than a Pisces. Connect to that inner child. Sometimes when I'm manifesting or creating something, I get creative. I'll start drawing. And I don't draw good. I'm not an artist. I draw stick figures and all that. But it helps me bring me into a place of my imagination. And your imagination is your power. You see how carefree and how happy children are with bubbles and the trees, and look, a bird, and we can learn so much from them. You need to tap into your inner child when you're manifesting and visualize success. Visualize what you want to do. Visualize yourself walking on a stage. Visualize yourself, doing whatever it is you want to do. And that's your power. Pisces, your intuition is so good. I mean, I've gotten readings by Pisces, and they've been some of the most in-depth readings that I've ever had, because you guys can go to a place that most people can't. So you also got the stag spirit, trust and thrive. It's you trusting. When you trust and you let go and let God, and you have faith and you ask for help, you're going to thrive. You're going to thrive once you trust. And the last card you guys got is the Knight. Be brave and honest. Now, the thing about the Knight, and I don't know, I don't think you can see it in this card, but there's a tear rolling down his face. And so being brave doesn't always mean you have to be on guard. You know, being brave means you have to be soft in certain areas. You know, you don't always have to be, have it all together. But, you know, if there's a sanctuary or there's a place that you find sanctuary or that you find peace, you should go to it. If you have an altar, you know, put some water on it. If you have a place where you can go and pour some water, you need to get in some water, period. You just need to get in some water. I also feel like if you have a deceased loved one, maybe put some flowers for them or connect with them, because you're really being guided right now and you're in a blooming phase. You know, you're being cracked open, like so the seed, right, you were planted a while ago and it's cracking open to sprout, and that's really uncomfortable. You know, you feel, it feels very dark and it feels really uncomfortable, but it's you who limits yourself. It's you. So it's okay to be brave and it's okay to be strong, but your strength comes from your tears as well. You know, like a plant, and in order to sprout, what do we need to do to a plant? We need to water it, right? Are you watering your soul? Are you nurturing your soul? Are you allowing yourself to release? You know, don't feel like a few tears is not always a cry. Sometimes you just really need to cry and release all of it. I'm going to pull a final card for you guys for guidance. But I feel a breakthrough. I do. I like this card. Trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Bartering. People need to learn how to barter again. But barter for a service that you know you're good at. And be clear, hey, if you can do this for me, I would like to do this with you. But I don't have the financial currency, but I have this currency. I have this to be able to give you to receive this. It's time to barter, to create abundance, to create the life that you want. So I also feel like this is Spirit saying there's alternative routes. There's other ways to go around it. You just have to, you know, speak up. You know, step out of fear and step out on faith, Pisces. So the information is down below. If you'd like to book a personal reading, please don't forget to like, share, and comment, and subscribe if you're not already subscribed to my channel. Thank you for watching. Take care.